let's get started, and we're going to have our first matchup on Autumn Leaves. Coming at you right now. Got a nice Night Elf human matchup here for the semifinals. Best of 3. Pretty standard opener. Ancient of War ready. Not sure which creep Ancient of War will be going for. Maybe the Expo. We're going to see what heroes our opponents pick up first. Altar of Elders. Keep of the Grove on the way. Archmage, Mountain King for Fish. Very nice. Like to see things changed up. Gonna see some Mountain King action. Sonic going to be able to counter that with a Demon Hunter, as Sonic so often likes to do for the second hero. So Mountain King gonna have to be careful there. Maybe pair this up with a Blood Mage to counter the counter. Be able to siphon some mana back into the Mountain King. Mountain King certainly quite vulnerable to Demon Hunter hero composition, being able to burn all of that mana from the MK. No collapse, no storm bolts. Limits the effectiveness of a Mountain King hero. Ancient of War heading on over to the Expo of Sonic. Sonic going to scout this out, possibly, but takes the northern side of the bank. Maybe gonna miss this. And Fish now looping back around, going to see this, going to discover it. Going to try to disrupt as much as possible. Going to get some auto attacks onto the ensnared Archer, who's not going to be able to move. Now is freed. Going to be able to move back, tap a Moonwell potentially. Footy maybe trying to steal the Ogre Magi, but instead taking quite a bit of damage from the creeps. And the Keeper of the Grove did not get the XP. XP went to the Keeper of the Grove, as well as the Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. MK going to secure the kill on the Archer. MK now here to disrupt the early creeping efforts of Sonic. Fish putting his foot on the gas, does not want to let up and wants to be able to claim some of this XP if he can. Has a couple more Storm Bolts in the bag. Going to take down some treants, get the level 2, and is going to go for Bash, knowing that mana is not going to be plentiful in this game, potentially with a secondary Demon Hunter on the way shortly. Let's keep the Grove continuing to put pressure on Fish. Fish now taking down the second Ancient of War, being summoned right now by Sonic. Probably has enough attack damage to get this down. Footy is going to be able to escape. No entangles available. Only treants. Going to be canceled. Sonic going to move that Wisp back to safety. And now the MK has his sights on the Keeper of the Grove. Has a couple Storm Bolts in stock as well. Going to maybe get some body blocks on the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper does slip away. Huntresses now being produced. One more Storm Bolt available, but plenty of Moon Juice now drained dry. No more Moon Juice available. Footy probably going to get taken down, but a nice Storm Bolt to prevent that from happening. Huntress continues to chase down the Footman. Footman around 20 health now. One auto attack from a Huntress away from death. Huntress going to secure this kill. Meanwhile, back up north, Keeper of the Grove did get level 2 for that. Continuing to train Huntresses. Tier 2 on the way.
A player's forces are under attack.
For only Sonic as an Ancient Protector discovered and handled by Fish. MK with not much mana at all, but bashes still need to be respected. All it takes is one inconvenient bash to really set Sonic back. Huntress is now on the field. Going to be able to chase down these Footies, secure these kills. One more Footy does fall. A lot of auto attack damage onto the Keeper of the Grove. Mountain King going to TP on out of here. Bring his injured footmen back home, get them healed up, and move on along. Clarity bought, ring sold, scroll of regen also purchased. Injured Footy down here. Going to want to bring him back into the party before popping that scroll. Now, quite a bit online for Fish. 36 food, MK, and Footies. Injured Footy remains down in the southern part of the map. Huntress, Keeper, Army going for the northern mine. Also opting to Expo with Tier 2 coming. Around 65% done. Gonna be able to take this down. Looks like it won't be discovered, but instead MK gonna put early pressure onto the Night Elf main base, bringing Militia as well. Potentially gonna see an all-in attempt from Fish here, bringing the boys to potentially start building some towers. Did get a surround on a Huntress. Dust is bought and popped. Gonna be able to secure those Huntress kills. Towers are going up now. 2 towers being power built. Have the lumber mill almost online back home. Hopefully going to be up in time to get some guard towers. Guard towers going to be very effective against the Huntresses. Guard tower, arcane tower combo. Peasants going to work. Keep repairing on these towers. Now the all-in push is here. Going to be able to secure this kill with a Stormbolt. Treants entering the battle. Level 2 Treants now online. An extra Treant per wave. Sonic's on a timer. He knows he needs to take care of this before these towers get up. Once these towers get up, it's going to be so hard to defend against. More towers in the face of Sonic coming online. Fish going to work on the Huntresses. Injured Footy trying to be microed out of here. Is stuck. Does move the Footy out of the way to get the injured Footy back home. 6 Treants now on the field. Dust of invisibility popped. More Huntresses surrounded. Huntresses are still revealed from when the dust was popped earlier. Now Arcane Tower online. Going to work on the Keeper of the Grove. Night Elf in a lot of trouble here as the early game pressure from Fish pushing Sonic all in. Now a surround on the Keeper of the Grove. Locked in by the Footmen, the buildings, and the MK. Ancient Protector also close to coming online. However, the tower is starting to come online one by one. MK is in a little bit of trouble here. Although Keeper of the Grove potentially in more trouble. No Moon Juice. And is going to get stuck in the back. Sold the Talisman of Evasion. Does have heal potions to buy. Bought the Lesser Clarity Potion. And the human backing up to the towers. Letting the towers do all of the legwork here. Now an Arcane Vault being built. So he has readily accessible reach to the items. Although it was paused for a moment there. As the Peasants going to work trying to get this Scout Tower closer to the main base. Looks like the Peasants are going to be able to out-repair the damage output of Sonic. Sonic in a little bit of trouble here, but does have the Expo over here. If he can hold this off for a bit longer, be able to recoup some of these lost resources at the Expo. Might be in decent shape. But more and more towers from Fish coming online, aiding with this push. Able to get this tower online. Now only needs a couple Peasants to repair it with the heavy armor and more hit points. Trying to get this shop up so the MK can secure some items. Consistently purchasing more items from the Ancient of Wonders. Sonic does have a bit of gold and does have 2 bases now mining. Although only 4 Wisps at this mine and 2 at the other. Injured Footy's being brought back. Hunter's Hall going to fall. With that comes no more Huntresses. And Ballista's now heading on down to the main base of Fish. Fish needing to chase down that Ballista with a couple Footies. Now a couple of these towers not in direct range of the tree. Going to try to get yet another tower up in the face of Fish. Has a lot of repair going off onto the towers. Has plenty of DPS to handle these Treants.
The player's forces are under attack.
Keeper of the Grove doing everything to make his last stand, buying the potion of healing, buying the potion of mana. Now the MK returning the favor, buying some clarity potions of his own. Ballista was taken care of by the human army, still on tier 1, just full committing to this all-in. Sonic does have the Expo, which may be his saving grace. Also getting another Hunter's Haul into the back. Finally getting some DPS onto the Ancient Protector, but Sonic has plenty of income right now. The human not being on level 2 does not have access, but a brutal bash to the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper falling to 63 health. Needs to be careful here. Another bash could be the end of the Keeper of the Grove. MK chasing it down. Meanwhile, back at home, Footy's continuing to go to town on the Ancient Protector. Ancient Protector looks like it may fall, but a lot of repair efforts from the Wisps. Bought another Clarity Potion for the MK. Fire Lord purchased from Sonic, hoping to help push these units in. Fire Lord heading on down to the main base of Fish. Fish continuing to chip away at the Tree of Ages. Plenty of repair for the remaining Wisps. No Wisps in the gold mine. Only one gold mining at the moment. Fire Lord continuing to head on down to the main base of Fish. Fish calling the boys to take care of these summons before they replicate. MK also potentially heading on down. Too many units to deal with at the moment. A lot of towers still in the base of Sonic. Sonic now sending all the remaining heroes down to the humans' army, and now the mind games begin back and forth. What seemed like a definitive early game lead for Fish has now turned into an interesting turn of events where the Expo becoming the main base. Not sure if Fish even knows about it, but potentially is thinking about it given how much gold Sonic has been spending. Level 4 for the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper continuing to get stronger and stronger, and no Demon Hunter that the Mountain King has to worry about this game, but still not on tier 2. Going to hurt Mountain King with a vicious Stormbolt. Going to try to get another bash as well, and a teleported body block by the Mountain King. Scroll TP is popped. Keeper going to head back to the Expo. Tap these Moonwells. Get somewhat stabilized. Footy's continuing to whittle down the remaining base of Sonic. Sonic now fully transitioning over to the Expo, rebuilding everything that he needs to build. Double Ancient of War online, but stuck on tier 1 himself, as the Tree of Ages was taken down courtesy of the tower push. Keeper of the Grove buying the Clarity is going to recharge that mana. As the Fire Lord backing off. Keeper of the Grove able to take down that nuisance of a peasant. The peasant did his job. He was there to scout, figure out where Sonic could be, and how is he still in the game. Found out everything he needs to know, and now Fish wants to push forward. Not going to bring any of the boys this time for some tower pressure. Instead, all he feels he needs is the level 4 MK and 7 footmen to take down what's left of Sonic's army. Still on tier 1 behind all of this. Towers in the main base going to make this relatively impossible to get to. Keeper of the Grove being pressured by the army of Fish. Fish feels that if he can get this Keeper killed, it could be the end of the game. Fish putting a lot of pressure on the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove now forced into the complete back end of the Expo. Keeper now surrounded by the Footies. Keeper is going to fall. But with that, the Fire Lord got level 2. Fire Lord now under quite a bit of pressure here. One more bash with a surround could be the end of this Fire Lord.
A player's forces are under attack.
I don't believe we have an altar available to rebuild the Keeper of the Grove. No mana on the Mountain King, going to make it very tough to secure a Fire Lord kill. But now with the level 5 getting what it needs, level 3 Stormbolt going to certainly be able to take care of that Fire Lord now. But not before that detonates from Sonic to drain the mana. Make sure the Mountain King does not have enough. And Keeper of the Grove going to be stuck offline for a bit now. No altar online
Players' forces
from
are under
Sonic to
attack.
be able to get it back. Firelord in very dangerous position here. One bash could be the end of the Firelord and potentially the end of the game. Playing Ring Around the Rosie around the Huntresses. And Micro just well enough. Spiral, thank you for the follow. Fish. Trying to push this forward. And a very interesting game here. Tree of Life about to come online, trying to get this base operational yet again outside of the range of all of these towers from Fish. Keeper of the Grove now back online. Sonic getting enough resources. Only one hero for Fish. Fish now finally moving up to tier 2. Blacksmith coming online, potentially some rifles behind all of this. Ancient War Uprooted has been mining this whole time at the expo. MK getting deadlier and deadlier as the game moves forward. Now up to level 5, level 3 Stormbolt, level 2 Bash. Those bashes are going to start hurting, and the footies have discovered the Tree of Life being attempted by Sonic. Also going to shut down this Hunter's Hall and potentially take out the Ancient of Wonders as well. Potion of Lesser Vulnerability purchase for the MK. MK invisible, following around the Night Elf. Gonna Stormbolt the Keeper of the Grove. Vicious right now. If he gets a couple bashes, could be the end of the Keeper of the Grove. Instead gets entangled, but has a Potion of Vulnerability to escape if he needs to. Going to get surrounded potentially. Needs to be really careful here. Bring the footies over to help get him out. If this MK falls, could be the end. Does get out just in time. Footman now here. Potentially going to be able to lock down this Firelord kill. Firelord does fall. Keeper of the Grove is next. If he's not careful, no items in stock. 2 heal scrolls for the Mountain King. Mountain King backing up to the towers. Potentially also going to buy some regen scrolls and clarities. Get the Mountain King healed back up. Get the mana regeneration going. Have plenty of Stormbolts ready. One Stormbolt will be the end of this Keeper of the Grove and the end of the game. Sonic hanging on by a literal thread as the tier 1 push of Fish looking like it will prevail. Now Fish has plenty of mana for some Stormbolts. No mana burns to worry about. We're getting into a very interesting phase of the game here. As Fish opting to take down the Hunter's Hall once and for all, has attempted it multiple times.
Players' forces are under attack.
Finally going to take down the Ancient of Wonders as well, even though there's another one behind this at the expo. Keeper of the Grove looking to get to level 5 himself. And another Tree of Life attempted for Sonic. Fish sees it, will deal with it. But instead needs to go back home. Invuln Pot probably popped when the Stormbolt was thrown. Keeper needs to be careful. Almost surrounded himself with all of his hunts, putting him in a vulnerable position. Lots of treants here to deal with the front line of the Footman. And again, very interesting position we're in now. Tier 2 online for Fish. Casters on the way will certainly help with this push. Keep the army stabilized. And the second hero of the Archmage just wants the passive Brilliance Aura regeneration to help the MK. Going to be able to take down this Tree of Life before it becomes online. Sonic likely going to cancel this. Does not get the cancel. Going to lose some of those resources and the Wisp. Now going after the Ancient of War. And Sonic now trying to give everything he has with a Zeppelin push. And the creeps, unfortunately, were aggroed from the peons, from the peasants. Riflemen are now here on the scene. Priests here as well. Archmage here just in time. Going to be able to get rid of this Zeppelin. The Zeppelin just gets away with 7 health. So not going to be able to be too effective here. MK on the way back down. Towers online for Fish. Going to hopefully be able to stop some of this. Archmage able to hide in the back of the base. MK now here. The boys have been called to deal with the Huntress front line. MK now in the battle. As it looks like this attempt was thwarted through the curveball Stormbolt at the Huntress. Huntress has fallen. And they're going to be pushed back. Sonic, continuing to stay in this game, now has level 5 and a 7 health Zeppelin. The main base of Sonic fully taken over.
Forces are under attack.
And now, again, a very interesting situation we're in. Huntresses continue to be produced. Altar of Elders being reborn. As Fish looking to get Archmage up to level 2, get that Brilliance Aura going. And the Lone Wisp up north here, looking to hold down what's left of Sonic's base, who has fully moved over to the Expo to be his main base now. Caster's now on the field. The human Tier 2 army finally unlocked, and now only going up against the Tier 1 army. Stormbolt's online for the Keeper, but the Zeppelin here to help out with the Micro. Potentially going to be picking up the Keeper when the Stormbolts are thrown. Targeting the Casters in the back. One Huntress does fall. Priest now being microed back. Huntress being continued to be auto-attacked down as they try to focus fire the Casters. Going to be able to pick up that Keeper of the Grove if necessary. Another Huntress does fall. Scroll of Healing popped by the Mountain King. Archmage also entangled, but not in any immediate danger. Water Elementals continuing to deal tons of damage to the Huntresses. Now the Archmage in a little bit of danger here. Needs to be careful. But the MK level 6 opts for level 3 Bash instead of Avatar. Game name Fish takes the game 1. And thank you so much for the follow, RLJ23. Appreciate you. All right, and that was a great game 1. Sonic versus Fish. And the early push of Fish did prevail. Did do what it needed to do. This Fish is now up 1-0 in the semifinals. Here we go. We're going into game 2. Sonic versus Fish. Currently, it's set to Amazonia. We'll see if that is actually the map. And I'm not sure who is in the semis on the other side. Looks like maybe Hawk. So let's take a look at the bracket really quickly while we're in the lobby. They have Fish versus Sonic on the bottom side of the bracket. Meanwhile, top side, we have Hawk versus Zelsing. So continuing on in this series, Sonic versus Fish. And Fish prevailing with the early Tier 1 tower push. Very interesting to see how this series will turn out. So we're going to game 2 on Amazonia. Yeah, very fun game indeed, Human King Tom. I couldn't agree more, and that was certainly, I mean, I just can't believe how long Sonic hung on for. He just hung on forever. Did not want to go down. Was able to keep that expo up, keep pushing. And Froggle Hooli, thank you for the follow. Militia is here early to scout things out, maybe disrupt The Ancient War trying to shift aggro over to, and very well done by Fish here. Potentially going to get an Ancient of War disruption. Wisp also body blocking the Peasant. Peasant trying to shift aggro to the Ancient War. Not quite able to get the aggro completely shifted over. Peasant is going to fall. And Rogues are going to shift their focus onto the Ancient of War. So some nice early game disruption here from Fish. But not fully what he was hoping for, I'm sure, as the Rogue does go back. Ancient War sitting at around 75% health. Going to be just fine to continue creeping here. Going to eat some trees. Also maybe a support Wisp to help with the repair efforts. And Archmage coming online, so no MK this time. Going to go right for the Archmage. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove yet again for Sonik.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
And does bait the chain, the lightning shield onto the Archer. Archer going to move back and help deal with these two units, getting tons of damage onto the creeps. Keeper of the Grove now out. Ancient of War soaking up all the damage as you need to do. Archer going to move on away so the lightning shield doesn't kill any of these creeps. Meanwhile, down here, Fish successfully going to take down this camp as well. And as the Wisp continues to repair the Ancient of War tanking all of the damage. Sonik taking down these two initial camps effortlessly. Manual health picked up from Fish. Fish moving on over to the green camp now. The boys are still here. Don't have much time left in militia form. Called back just in time to get back to work. Fish likely going to opt for this orange camp next. Footman is going to fall. Scout Footy, unfortunately, a victim of overextension.
A player's forces are under attack.
And no, Fish is going to march on right across Amazonia and go for the early game disruption. Potentially even steal a creep. Did not get the auto attack off in time. And now starting to chip away at the summon units of Sonik. Sonic's treants falling one by one as our Fish's footies is denied by the units here. So nice deny from Fish. Fish now getting some nice surface area on the Keeper of the Grove, moving back the injured militia, but Keeper of the Grove auto attack going to finish it off. Archers moving back into safety as well. Gonna get some damage onto the Keeper of the Grove. Keep the pressure on. Force the Moonwells to be tapped. Still on tier 1. Another Ancient of War coming online with a triple Ancient of War. One gonna get canceled. Peasants moving on, marching on back home. No more Moonwells to tap as they're all tapped out. No dust of appearance for the human player. Gonna fall to the mercy of Shadow Meld as it is used by Sonik. Level 3 on the Keeper of the Grove. Now the Keeper's getting quite dangerous. Level 2 entangles. Certainly going to secure footy kills all over the map. Trying to get an entangle off on these footies, but the footy's actually running away. Footy split. Keeper looking to lock in one of the kills, but not able to get it. And instead going to opt to secure this footman kill. Tier 2 about 45% done for Fish. Tier 2 just about 10% underway for Sonik. No overlay is still 1-0. Thank you for that. A little late. Apologies for that. Fish up 1-0. The Archers of Sonik needing to be pushed back. Now all the Moonwells tapped out, but they will regenerate a little bit of mana at a time. Fish trying to get that denied. Not quite in time. Keeper of the Grove putting pressure on the Archmage, pushing it back. And now the Ancient of Wonders finally coming back up.
A player's forces are under attack.
Militia going for that green camp. diagonal from the main base, capable of taking it down themselves. Hunters all taking quite a bit of damage, will be DPS down. And canceled by Sonic. Sonic now shifting attention over to the foot. He's getting those entangles off. Now has quite a bit of moon juice to tap from. Down to 170 health.
The player's forces are under attack.
Able to take down some archers. Footy's also paying the price for sticking around. Entangles. Nice deny by Fish. Beastmaster going again for a seemingly all-in push. Fish putting a lot of pressure. Tier 2 finished for Sonic just in time.
A player's forces are under attack.
Gonna get some pressure onto the archer backline here. Beastmaster chopping away at the archers. Tangle finally used on the Beastmaster, locking it in place. Gonna get that juicy surround on him as well. Gonna try to chip away at one of these archers. One of the archers may take its place. It does, just in time. Bear also summoned to try to give him an escape route, but the Treants able to deal with the Beastmaster, no problem. And Archmage rolling on back home. Rifles coming online now for Fish. Same with the casters. And now the more standard army versus Night Elf. Like to see a lot of rifle caster breaker.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sonic going to continue creeping on up his side of the map. Meanwhile, Fish down south, bringing the rifles, bringing the boys. Not sure if we're going to see an Expo attempt here, but Beastmaster back in play. He'll get the potion of invulnerability, the big boy potion. As Sonic wants a piece of this.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sonic gonna go to town on the Demon Hunter now. Demon Hunter quite vulnerable at the moment. Needs to think about how to escape this. Just a couple auto attacks away from death. Archers now falling one by one. Entangle on the Archmage. Gonna need to force a TP home potentially, or the use of the invulnerability. Which one will he use? Being pushed to the back of the gold mine. Trying to live as long as he can without popping one of those items.
Player's forces are under attack.
Taking quite a bit of damage. One auto attack from the Keeper away from death. Gonna pop the invuln and cancel that. Keeper of the Grove also TPing back home. So on the just hanging by a thread. All units here. 27 health Archmage. 96 health Demon Hunter. 26 health Keeper. Both players living on the edge. Really great game here. Game 2. The series just continues to be so exciting. Looking to level up the heroes as much as possible. Fish looking for that level 3 Beastmaster as well. Level 4 right around the corner for the Archmage.
A town is under siege.
And the Quillbeast going to town, trying to disrupt the Night Elf.
A player's
Force Sonic to pay attention. Mana burns now onto the Priests. Gonna secure that kill with the Mana Burn Entangle, no problem. Demon Hunter taking quite a bit of damage from the boys. Boys chasing the Demon Hunter around. Is staff back. Doesn't want to take any chances. A dead Demon Hunter is certainly going to put Sonic behind quite a bit. Tome of Intelligence, Archmage not going to pick that up. Instead, the Beastmaster going to take that, get a little bit of extra mana. Send in the Trance to deal with what's left of Fish's base. Militia starting to go to town on the boys. Dispel's now out for Fish. So crucial that you get these Dispels to deal with the Entangled, deal with the Treants. Now all the summoned units of the Beastmaster coming online. No Dryads on the field, instead opting for the Master Bears. Archmage coming on back via the staff. Gonna be able to deal with this Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter only has an orb. Gonna be staffed back by the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove now under some pressure of his own. Gonna start whittling away at the Moonwell. Nice rejuve on the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter gonna get stabilized. Be able to help deal with the summoned army of Fish. And Sonic doesn't think he needs any Dryads to deal with these summon units. Bringing the boys across, maybe going to tower yet again in the face of Sonic. Chipping away at these Moonwells one at a time. Have plenty of priests to deal with any Treants. Trying to finish off that Demon Hunter who gets staffed back yet again, but no longer has Moonwells to get healed back up to full. Demon Hunter in some trouble in the back. No more Lightning Shield on the Beastmaster. Bear sitting idly back here, out of danger. As the peasants are here and started towering up, one Ancient Allure is going to fall. Sonic in a little bit of trouble here. Doesn't have the second base to help with this time. Gonna be able to help deal with those Treants. Now slow on the field. No Dryads to dispel it. Slowed Bears. Could be the Achilles heel right now of Sonic. The towers have come up yet again. Fish did this last time, and he's doing it again. This time a little later, but still towers online nonetheless. Demon Hunter finally got healed up quite a bit from the rejuve over time. Level 5 Keeper of the Grove now getting pretty scary, but nothing that Dispel can't deal with. May have more Trance, but the priests have plenty of Dispel. Fish, unfortunately, lagging right now. This would be so unfortunate if he lagged out. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, how tragic would this be? Oh, wow. Wow, he's back. And we're back right in the action. Fish is back. Beastmaster falling really low. Demon Hunter has his eyes set on the Beastmaster. Beastmaster might be able to get away. The slow used on the Demon Hunter. He is going to get away. Keeping the Grove now chasing after the Beastmaster. Everyone wants a piece of the Beastmaster, but not going to be able to get it. Beastmaster ran away home, and oh my god, what a roller coaster of emotion so far. Fish almost lagging out, and now coming back. Beastmaster invisible. Oh, my little heart can't take this anymore. Fish pushing in hard as he can to try to take this 2-0 and move on to the grand finals. Towers online. Arcane Towers able to deal with the Bears, able to deal with the heroes. Archmage now the target of the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter doing quite a bit of damage to the Archmage, but the Demon Hunter himself taking so much damage does fall. Sonic now down to the Keeper of the Grove only. With a Bear, GG is called. Fish takes the series 2-0.